you all going to these places. You know the parking lot is over here.
Oh yeah, we're always on
One of these bitches tried to run me over. They all know who. Like now, like they don't.
Today is the 30-year anniversary for Lisa McPherson. She's a Scientologist that passed away a long time ago in Clearwater, Florida, at the hands of Scientology. So we're out here doing, there's a few visuals going on across the state and across the country.
It's nice.
It was 30 years ago today, so yeah. If you want to take one of those flyers.
So why'd she pass away?
Because Scientology had her held up in their hotel room, and they wouldn't let her leave. She was
Scientology?
Scientology, yeah.
She was trapped in a room.
So this is about people?
Yes.
I go to one presentation to Ozone movie.
Yeah,
I'm scared now.
They'll have different things.
Thank you.
Yes,
Don't
thank
give
you.
them your real information.
No.
There's a website on there too.
Thanks.
Tenga cuidado.
Gracias.
She was held up at the Fort Harrison Hotel.
If you like, I'll probably be here when you go back. When they hear how much I pay, oh yeah, I actually don't feel that at all.
Today marks 30 years since Scientology killed Lisa McPherson. She was one of Scientology's more active members. 30 years ago, Lisa McPherson was killed by Scientology. What are your crimes, Scientology?
She speaks just like Barack Obama.
And that's exactly what these people do. They take money from their parishioners in a form of harassment a lot of the times, and then they bring it back and then use it against people, which is called like their fair game policy. They use it against their critics and to pay off like governments. So that's why we're out here warning the public, because they're a multi-billion-dollar
You
organization.
want to get some buddies out here with you.
Yeah, we normally will start talking in a little bit,
Yeah.
but we're out
If
here.
you inform the students, you know, they, after a
We
while,
do
maybe,
inform, but a lot of people already know about Scientology.
Yeah, I've seen. I think I saw. I've seen programs. They've been, I think, featured on those news TV shows like 2020 and shows like that.
They have a lot of shows,
You know,
yeah. They
yeah.
have Going Clear and a lot of books that were written.
Yeah, they've gotten like a bad rep for a long time now. Maybe it's something to that, to what people are saying. Meaning,
Yeah.
like, because, well, if you're a totally good person, you know, there may be exceptions, but for the most part, you know, people are you're not gonna be accused of doing something bad or wrong. They raped me or they did something.
Exactly.
That's when you say happened.
Yeah.
But if they've done something, then maybe that's the reason for the bad rap. So
That's a big controversy about this place, that you do a lot of like child abuse, and it's covered up and kept within themselves. They're not allowed to report crimes, so a lot of crimes are being hidden. And so these people that are committing the crimes are just paying off, and I guess after that they feel relief, they feel better because they had already paid off their crimes.
So, yeah, I mean, if you have leverage and you have money, even if you have money, you're gonna have leverage. If not for another reason, because you have a lot of money. So, just like if you were to win the lotto, for example, like let's say a mega prize, right? You would probably find yourself surprised, at least at first, till you find yourself maybe finding posts by people coming out of the woodworks, cousins you've never met, everybody wants to be your friend now.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing, right?
I get what you're saying.
So, you know, it shows the power of money and how it can influence
And manipulate people.
even complete strangers to do for you, right? Because those people showing up in the example I gave, like, you may not even know them or who they are, but maybe they're on the phone telling you that there's some, you know, cousin you never heard of. Or
Yeah.
I gotta keep working, but I appreciate you and what you're doing. If for no other reason, you know, because you have cojones.
Yeah. I mean, there's child
be out here
predators
by yourself
yeah.
doing this.
Well, we have a
That
whole
takes
setup
cojones,
right
you
up
know?
front. We have like what's called a velorio, where we have candles right up front for this lady who died today. 30
there's
years
somebody
ago.
else up
Yeah,
front
we
too?
have a whole team right now, about five of us right now.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's important to us because there's a lot of college students, and these people cover up like
It's sometimes they
predators.
prey on young people.
Yeah.
You know, like predators. The smart ones know that the younger generation, doesn't matter what group of younger people, you know, like kids, or they're easy.
Yeah, to manipulate.
You know what I mean? They're
Can you make your way to the OC that we can knock out your bid library?
I gotta make sure that I didn't miss anything.
10-4, en route.
Okay, it's not me.
Yeah,
I
I'll let you get
I
back
missed
to
that
work because I
number.
know that there's a lot going
Yeah.
on around here.
Yeah, so you take care.
Yeah.
And stay safe and stay warm.
Yes, you too as well. Thank you
And
for
keep
everything.
going those cojones.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Years ago, Lisa McPherson was killed by Scientology. Scientology has Lisa's blood in their hands. How much blood is going to be shed while you're a member of Scientology? Blood in your hands along with Scientology's. Hola. ¿Ustedes vienen a este lugar? Sí. Oiga, ahorita nosotros estamos aquí porque este lugar mató a esta señora.
Sí, nomás venimos a un evento, no somos de la iglesia.
Exactamente, tenga cuidado porque ellos van a pedir su número de teléfono, su información, le van a pedir mucho dinero. Hasta lo que le pasó a esta señorita hace 30 años, la organización la mató. Ajá. Y cuidado con los niños porque quieran a los niños. It ain't so Texas hot when you got murder in your hands, Scientology. Hola, ¿usted viene aquí? Oiga, tengo muy cuidado porque es una organización que es un culto y tratan de agarrar tu información para sacarte dinero y a la ruina, ¿sí?
Ya los conozco.
¿Viene aquí a un evento de drogas?
No, es algo que va a presentar mi niña.
Oh, su hija.
Sí.
¿Qué va a presentar?
Fíjate que no te sabría decir, únicamente me dijo mi esposa.
Okay. ¿Es estudiante de ellos?
No, básicamente ella está en una escuela de ballet.
Okay.
Y eso es lo que se trata.
De como un ballet, okay.
Algo así. Entonces,
sí.
Pero, sí, yo los conozco todos los chavos. La primera está en Tampa, Florida. Y yo conozco, sí son uno.
Pues esta mujer la mataron en Clearwater, Florida, hace 30 años.
¿En Clearwater?
Ajá, por eso les estamos dando la información a la gente, porque es muy importante recordar, porque ellos usaron la tecnología de cienciología y con su tecnología ella fue hospitalizada y murió.
Sí, te lo creo. Todo es una mafia.
Sí.
Todo es una mafia.
¿Sí ha ido a Google y buscado Scientology?
He buscado y he mirado una en YouTube, Netflix, ¿cómo le llaman? Como una documental de personas que han sido estafados y todo. Y sí, es la realidad.
Sí, eso está pasando con los miembros actualmente de aquí, como el esposo de Tanya, él hace fraude, Sheila ya fue violada como una niña y se casó con el esposo de su hermana. Hay mucha controversia específicamente aquí. Jessica David, ella la desconectaron de su familia. Eso es lo que está... ellos quieren mucho a los niños, por eso tengan mucho cuidado porque esa es la vulnerabilidad.
¿Sí?
Son los niños.
No, yo te creo. Básicamente, como te digo, todo es una mafia.
Exactamente.
Y muchos han peleado, pero tienen una fuerza.
Espero no volverlo a ver aquí, pero muchas gracias por hablar con ustedes. Muchas de las personas piensan como que ellos le dicen, oh, son loca gente, son mentiras, pero estos son las bases de los libros y esto fueron a corte y todo lo que ha pasado.
Es básicamente platicar con eso, contigo, con otras personas, todo es el dinero, es una mafia, tú sabes, el dinero es el poder.
Exactamente.
Básicamente, si es una organización, tiene bastante dinero, tiene poder. Tiene poder y todo, y ellos incluso le robaron a una persona que trabajaba, mi suegra, con ellos.
¿En Clearwater, en Tampa?
En Clearwater, exactamente. Ella vive en Clearwater. Incluso ella trabajaba como nana con unas personas de dinero y él murió y él le puso cierta tierra para hacer una casa para ella. Él murió y ellos falsificaron todo.
Se quedaron con todo.
Falsificaron todo porque incluso la misma esposa dijo, Dan, no creo que se lo hubiese dado a ellos. Ese terreno era para Julita. Y ella sabe que falsificaron todo, pero bueno, ella sigue ahí.
Los llevan a su ruina, eso es lo que pasa con
básicamente,
ellos. Exactamente.
Es gente de dinero, ¿no? Sí. Entonces, conocemos a sus hijos no no entran en eso porque ellos dicen, no, sabemos cómo son ellos. Entonces, pero la señora sigue ahí. Y ella misma dice, no, Dan no firmó, todo es falsificado, ellos falsificaron todo.
Exactamente, eso es lo que pasa y esa historia es repetida, pasa mucha gente, muchos años.
¿Qué les hacemos?
Sí, pero aquí nosotros estamos nada más hoy para recordar a esta señora que se murió, se llama Lisa McPherson, y para decirle a las personas que están entrando lo que pasó y lo que va siguiendo pasando.
Correcto. Entonces, pero gracias.
Gracias a usted.
Por tu información. Gracias,
Que tenga buen día.
No Scientology. Hope you're having a good night. Be careful with this church.
What's Danny's brother's name? What is
I don't remember. Blood in Scientology's hands.
So let me get the speaker for you.
No Scientology, guys. Come on.
Road. Today is the 18th anniversary of the death of Lisa McPherson. Lisa was a dedicated Scientologist who tragically died in Scientology's Fort Harrison Hotel, basically right across the street from here. Shortly after reaching the Scientology status of clear, Lisa suffered a psychotic break, and she was held against her will at the Fort Harrison for the final 17 days of her life. During that time, Lisa's condition rapidly grew worse. The people assigned to watch Lisa 24 hours a day were not at all qualified for the job. In fact, many of them couldn't even speak English. But that really didn't matter because L. Ron Hubbard decreed that if you're watching over somebody with a psychotic break, you can't talk to them. So basically, Lisa McPherson was locked in a room, hallucinating, barking like a dog, thinking she herself was L. Ron Hubbard and smearing her feces on the wall, while people who wouldn't speak to her were forcing medication down her throat with a turkey baster. By the end of those 17 days, Lisa had lost 40 pounds and was in such horrible condition that Scientology, rather than calling an ambulance, decided to throw her in a van and drive her to a hospital several towns away where there was a Scientologist doctor on duty. By the time they arrived, Lisa was dead. I understand the city is thinking about finding a better way to work with Scientology, sitting down and mending fences with David Miscavige, the current leader. I'd ask you to remember that when Scientology was criminally charged in Lisa's case, Scientology didn't bat an eye before destroying key evidence in the case and whisking people out of the country before they could be questioned by the police. For the past couple of years, Scientology has been harassing the former second-in-command of Scientology, Marty Rathbun, and his wife, Mosey. They spent hundreds of thousands of dollars trying to harass these two people, and they lied about it to the media, to the police, and to the courts. And it only was after David Miscavige was personally added to the case that Scientology said, "Oh, all right, well, we did it. We're behind it. We paid for it all. It was our assignment." I'm all for communicating. But if you want to talk to somebody, don't talk to David Miscavige. Talk to Marty Rathbun or talk to Mike Rinder, who was another former high executive in the church who lives in this area. Scientology has been systematically breaking up families through their policy of disconnection, emptying parishioners' bank accounts and forcing women to have abortions so that they don't slow down in their work for Scientology. I know it's a lot easier to turn a blind eye to the way Scientology behaves, but it's not the right thing to do. On this date every year, people all around the world turn their attention to Lisa McPherson and to the city of Clearwater. I'd ask you to help those people who have been victims of Scientology. Thank you, sir.